episode of Juiced puts you front and centre at festivals of fun. Mackenzie takes us into the many highlights of Out of the Box. Lewis and his family hit the ice, and Samantha goes inside one of a gazillion bubbles.
And today we are coming at you with the Out of the Box Festival. We're going to be bringing you great shows and more fun than you can poke a stick at. Ready for some explosions of colour? I thought so. This is absolutely crazy random fun. But before things really get out of control, let's take it back and find out how we got here. Everyone is pumped for the Holy Throw, but do they even know what they're getting into? Someone who is totally in the know when it comes to Holy Throw is Brett. So Brett, what is Holy Throw?
Well, Holy Throw is an experience we set up at the Out of the Box Festival for children 8 years and under. It's sitting right here behind us in this beautiful geodesic dome, and it's all about children exploring colour and emotion and how they play. So you'll see them in there dancing the colour blue, or thinking about what red tastes like, or doing that kind of stuff, and really thinking about themselves as both an artist in that space and an artwork. They're wearing these lovely white kind of coveralls, so when they come out, they're both the artwork, but an artist doing stuff as well. And you'll see in the background, that big wall back there, there's artists and children co-creating an artwork there. So the artist comes in and paints it with glue, and then the kids come in and throw their colour at it, and then the artist comes in and paints it with glue. And over the life of the festival, over the 8 days, we hope there's this magnificent artwork that'll be created by kids and artists alike.
Where does Holy Throw come from?
The Holy Festival is an Indian festival. This Out of the Box, we've really celebrated the Asian communities, and particularly India. So you'll see Holy Throw on Bollywood dancing and Rangoli designs, and the story about Hanuman the Monkey King. This one's drawn from that Holy Festival where come spring they celebrate all the vividness and life and everything that kind of grows at springtime, and they do this festival down the streets, and they throw colour at each other, and they mix it with water and squirt each other with it, and they just have this really lovely, vivid party full of colour and life and movement. And we love that sense of life and movement, so we went, why don't we explore that here and have that lovely kind of life and energetic, colourful space, but really then talk about colour and emotion and how they play.
What's the powder made from?
Yeah, look, the powder, it's a cornstarch mixed with some colour stuff. It's really, really safe. One of the interesting things, the two people who run the workshop, at the end of the day, when they blow their nose, their boogers are multicoloured, it's just everywhere. It's crazy.
So what do you hope the participants that participate in Holy Throw will get out of it?
I really want them to find two things. One is to kind of understand that Indian culture and get a sense of going into that. So when they see Holy Festival in real life, they go, oh, I did that thing and I know about that and I've got something to ask a question about or get into it. So there's a little bit of understanding other cultures in there. The other thing I want kids to do is I want them to have a great time, but I want them to think about, oh, here's some colour and emotions and how they play together. What does blue make you feel like? Is red a rich and prosperous colour or an angry colour? And think about how you might use that in your artwork, but also in life.
And that right there, that is Holy Throw. Before we bring more shows out of the box, we're headed to the other side of the river. There, the temperature is dropping and the forecast is 100% fun.
Hello, my name is Lewis and these are my brothers and sisters. For some people, winter can be brrr, but if you do it right, winter can be woo! We're doing it right here in the heart of Brisbane at the Winter Festival. Hold up though! Brisbane gets cold, but not snow on the ground, ice rink cold. So how's all of this possible?
Well, Lewis, mate, it takes a lot of helpers. We had to come in here, spend multiple days setting up an ice rink, building it from scratch, building the toboggan slide, building the snow pit, even all the little German huts we have around here for the food and the bar. It took about 3 days and about 20 people.
How do you make an ice rink in the middle of Brisbane?
Well, we've got a massive chiller down the back there, powered by another generator. It's just as big as the chiller. And if you can't see it right now, but underneath the ice, there's about 10 to 100 pipes running all along, and we pump glycol through it. So glycol is used in the chiller. That helps to form the ice. So a lot of water. You've got to leave it overnight to set, and the glycol pretty much circulates, keeping the ice solid. And then each night we top it up with a layer with the hose, and it keeps freezing and freezing and freezing to build up.
And how do you make the snow?
The snow, now that's a tough task. We've got a massive snow machine here, and we literally pump tons and tons of ice through it every day. So every day to top up the slide and top up the snow pit, we literally have to crush tons and tons of ice and put through this snow machine, and then we churn it through everything to build it up. It's awesome.
Thanks so much for the chat, Ryan.
No worries. Thanks, Lewis, mate. Cheers, mate.
I'm Lewis's brother Hugo, and I'm going to the bucket room. It feels like, I don't know what it feels like. It just feels like so cold.
You guys were crushing it out on the ice. What are your names?
My name's Karina.
And my name's Tara, and we're figure skaters.
What exactly is figure skating?
Figure skating is when you do like lots of obviously skating on the ice, and you do tricks and spins and steps and stuff, and then you compete in competitions.
How successful have you been in skating?
Well, I've competed overseas a lot and in national championships. I've competed in places like Bangkok, Vienna, Budapest, other places like that, and Thailand and those sorts of places. And I've competed nationally in Australia, all around Australia. Yeah. I just like to compete in homes, so like around Brisbane and all around Queensland.
What is your favourite figure skating move?
My move is probably, it's called a layback spin, and it's when you do a spin and you lay back in your head and everything goes back and you put your leg up and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I just like a split jump, which is like a split in the air, but it's just on the ice. And I also really like just every spin.
Do you have any advice for people that want to be a figure skater?
My advice would be that if you wanted to become a figure skater, to do it only if you love it and not for any other reasons, and to just keep on practicing, because the more you practice, the better you get. Yeah, as Corinne said, practice makes perfect, and also believing in yourself is the number one key to becoming a good ice skater.
Thank you. You guys are so awesome.
You're welcome. Bye.
See ya. You guys look pretty comfortable on the ice. Who are you?
I'm Jason, I'm from the Southern Stars Ice Hockey Club. I'm one of the coaches over there. And this is Sarah, and she plays in the same team as I do.
And we have Taylor over here, and Jordan, and your name? Josh as well. We have kids ranging from 5 years old up into 85-year-old adults playing at our sport.
What do you love about playing ice hockey?
Well, I guess for me it's fast. It's a different sport in Queensland. Obviously everyone plays football up here, but we play hockey, so it's a bit unique. I like the action part of it.
We're just a really big family. We all support each other. We have heaps of different people playing, and we all just have lots of fun, girls and boys as well.
This is my first time ice skating. Can you give me some tips?
Yeah, easy. So all you're going to do, if you can walk, you can skate, all right? So we're going to help you out there. We're just going to get your balance and get you nice and steady on your feet. And then we'll try and get some speed and get a little bit faster, I guess. But you'll be fine. It's really easy.
You're going to make sure you always bend your knees when you're skating, because then you can have a lot of balance and be stable out there as well.
All right, so you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
My whole family got in on the ice skating. Ice skating was really hard at first, and then I got the hang of it. I'll definitely go ice skating again because I can practice more and get better. Thank you so much to the Winter Festival, Ice Hockey Queensland, and the Southern Star. I'm Lewis. Catch you next time on Juice TV.
Thanks, Lewis. From the ice to the magical Australian bush. Hold on tight as we step into an enchanting magical world. Deep in the heart of the bushland lurk incredible creatures that are unique to our amazing country. Only this bushland is not out in the country at all. It's right in the middle of the city. Welcome to the super immersive world of Creature! Creature is a strange, wonderful new beast, a show that combines dance, acrobatics, and production technology to create a brand new but familiar world. And living in this world is Kate and Ursula. Can you tell us exactly what Creature is?
It's a performance that combines some different elements. It's got projections, it's got aerial acrobatics. No, if you can just prompt me, that's great. And narration, and there's a bit of live music and a bit of playback music, and it's all combined together as a version of a book called Dot and the Kangaroo by Ethel Charlotte Pedley, a name we should all know. Amazing woman. Can you guess when the book was written?
I'm actually not sure.
111 years ago, the book was written.
Whoa. So where did the idea originally come from?
For this version of the show, Stalker Theatre Company they normally do non-verbal theatre, so they do just physical performance, and they decided that they would include some script. And then Margie Breen came up with the idea of adapting this particular novel.
Which came out of, they did an installation. So I don't know if you've been into the little room over there that has this amazing, I don't know what you call that technology, but it's amazing. Awesome. And they had it set up somewhere, and they noticed the children were like really enjoying it and running around, and so it was a bit of that. They already had this bushland created, and then they wanted a story to kind of,
That's right.
marry up with it. And Dot and the Kangaroo was obviously in Margie's mind for a very long time.
What are your roles in the show?
Well, Ursula and I are both narrators, but I'm also the voice of Dot, who's the young girl who gets lost in the bush, and I play a couple of other characters. I'm a pigeon, I'm a, what am I? A bittern, a brolga, a bittern.
The best one.
Yeah.
And I'm, same, just not bitten. I'm the brolga. No, I'm not. I want to be the brolga. I'm the narrator, and I'm Mrs. K, the kangaroo.
What do you do to prepare for a show?
I do some vocal warm-ups, and I do, I guess, a version of yoga, but not hardcore. But yeah, just stretch the body, warm it up, listen to some music to get me, woohoo, pumped.
I do a lot of vocal warm-ups.
Can you take us through one of your vocal warm-ups you do?
I'll start with a little, just the... It's very attractive too.
That's actually one of my favourite ones, except I work through the scale, so it's...
Oh, wait.
Don't laugh at me. Can't laugh.
Oh, wait.
It's really hard.
So what do you hope the audience will take away from your performance and shows?
Ethel wrote this book, like we said, 111 years ago. It was definitely something that was written before its time, and it's really about balance in your community or balance with the natural world. And I think that's the main lesson or the main message that we want to kind of get out there, especially for the young people, to go, we're all a part of something really, really intricate and beautiful, and we should be quite, respectful and loving to, each other and animals and the natural world.
This enchanting adventure allows us to look at Aussie creatures through fresh eyes, creating awe and wonder, and highlighting just how wondrous and precious our environment can be. Thanks to the cast and crew for taking us there.
Hi guys, Tim from Event Cinemas here, ready to bring you all the gossip.
I am the big friendly giant.
Also known as the BFG.
The girls say the witching hour arrives at midnight. I think it comes at 3 in the morning, when I'm the only one left awake, like now.
Sophie and the BFG must team up to go on an adventure to stop the bad giants once and for all.
Where am I?
Giant country.
She realizes he's really, really nice, but it takes her a few days to kind of realize that. And then, of course, she realizes, she realizes that he's had his heart broken and that he's actually quite sad most of the time. And obviously his brothers are horrible to him all the time, and they bully him around all the time, and all the other giants bully him, and he has a very hard time, and she sees that in him.
Because I hears your lonely heart. I was hearing all the secret whisperings of the world. Run, Sophie, hide.
Manny, Sid and Diego are back in the greatest trilogy yet with Ice Age Collision Course. So put on your coat, because we're heading back to the Ice Age.
Does that look like a problem to you? There she is, the mother of all asteroids, screaming towards us.
Do you mind?
This summer.
We're facing extinction, Buck.
No worries. This tablet holds the key. We go to that crash site, search for cosmic clues, and then figure out how to stop it.
Who's dumb enough to think they can stop an asteroid?
Crash and Eddie reporting for duty. Duty.
The end of the Ice Age.
While you run for your lives, we'll be high in the sky, safe as those birdies. Lucky shot.
Oh boy. It's just the beginning.
What is this place?
Geotopia.
Of a new age.
The secret to saving the world.
Have you heard?
What?
I'm in the herd.
Come on, everybody! Woo!
Hello, I'm Jessica Cornish, aka Jessie J, but here today, aka Brooke, in Ice Age Collision Course. So Brooke is a sloth. Somebody pinch me! Or should I pinch you? Wait, I'll pinch both of us. She's quite quirky. She's like really awkward, you know, which is basically my middle name. And she's very proud of where she's from. Welcome to Geotopia. And she basically falls in love with Sid. I sure hope this isn't a dream.
Ice Age Collision Course.
Those movies and more coming to event cinemas near you.
Let's talk. One sun, one world, and many dreams with Barbara and Sam. Barbara, can you tell us about the project?
Sure. So the project started in January when we invited 10 schools from Queensland and 72 kindergartens from China to submit work for this show. Actually, in Australia, we did the project very interestingly, and Sam, who's with me today, was involved as artist in residence at the Lady Cilento Children's Hospital School. That was one of 10 places in Queensland that did the project. And they made pictures about where they live, what they like to do, and their future.
So what did you hope to achieve with this project?
Well, like Barbara said, we were working with the children to get them to do drawings about things like what they did for hobbies when they were at school, but then things like also their community, so what they did with their family and friends, but then also what they wanted to be when they grew up. So we would help them to make the drawings about all, to come up with different ideas of what they could draw. And so for me, I just wanted to make sure that they use their imagination as much as possible and were able to really, be adventurous and creative with the drawings that they made.
So what was different about the Australian and Chinese artwork?
So the children in China, when they go to kindergarten, they go to these huge kindergartens with over 1,000 children in a kindergarten. And in those places, they have formal art studios, dance studios, music studios, and they have artists, musicians, and dancers who teach them. So the children there, they get about, sometimes up to 4 hours a week of art instruction. So it's very different to the life of an Australian child learning art at school, where sometimes, if you're lucky, you get 40 minutes a week. So I think the big difference is in technical skill, because the Chinese children have learned from formal artists how to produce these amazing pictures that they made. But the thing about the Australian children is that they have turned their imagination on, and they are using their imagination all the time. So I think the difference is China is very technically proficient, and Australia has a lot of original thinking.
So what did you find the same about each painting?
I think for children all over the world, the most important thing for them is to play. And I think that you see in many of the pictures, behind the structure and behind the freedom, there is this whole notion of play is the most important thing that children do. It is their work.
So what do you hope people would take away from the artwork?
Well, I hope people take away a clearer understanding that children have great ideas and that we need to acknowledge those in our society.
Even though there are a lot of differences between children in Australia and children in China, there are a lot of things that they share and that they have in common.
We want you to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind-the-scenes helpers, and mini producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website, juicedtv.com.au, or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Getting involved with Juice is as easy as this. Hey, I want to be on Juice to do some awesome stuff. And then you can. Let me show you with some Bollywood dancing. When it comes to sweet moves, look no further than the hosts and guests of Juice TV. Here's a few more you can add to the list. Welcome to the all-moving, all-shaking Bollywood dance. Here we are with Dance Masala. So what is Bollywood dancing?
Bollywood dancing is the type of dance that's in Bollywood movies, and it comes from a combination of classical Indian dances, modern dances like jazz and kind of hip-hop, Latin, and also a mix of Indian folk dance.
What is it that you love about Bollywood dancing?
I love all the expression and the energy and the music. The music is so cool to dance to. It gets everyone moving.
Is there a secret to being a great Bollywood dancer?
Oh, that's a really tough question. Maybe it's all about the expressions. If you got the expressions, you've got Bollywood dancing.
I think so too. When you teach Bollywood dancing, what's the process?
Well, first we start off with talking about what Bollywood dance is, kind of like what we're doing now. And then we do something called Namaskar, which is a traditional welcome, and we kind of ask for permission to stomp on the earth. Then we do a bit of a warm-up, and then we get into some steps. So we like to warm up everyone with like a little dance and then do the big dance. And then we finish off with Namaskar, just like before.
That sounds really awesome. The best way to go out is a kids versus adult dance-off. For our final adventure, it is important to know two things. Number one, how much is a gazillion? The answer is lots and 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 And number two, bubbles are awesome. Put them together, what have you got? Well, Sam has the answer.
One bubble is cool, 5 bubbles is wow, but a gazillion bubbles is like... There's actually a whole show using the awesomeness that is bubbles. It's called the Gazillion Bubbles Show. Sam is checking it out and checking in with one of the show's bubble wranglers.
What's the show all about?
What's the show all about? The show is about bubbles, and the show is about different ways we can create bubbles and the science of it and the beauty of it.
What do you make the liquid out of?
What do I make the liquid out of? Well, the liquid is a secret, but I have 7 different types of ingredients inside the liquid. One of them is dishwashing liquid, which is a special one, and we also have to use a special kind of water for it to work. What do I love about bubbles? Yeah, I like bubbles because everybody loves bubbles, and bubbles are so pretty. You know, it's like art. You saw what I did earlier, right? Yeah, and I was able to make a lot of cool tricks. I made square bubbles, I made a volcano bubble, bouncing bubbles. So people think that bubbles are very simple, but they're not. And that's what makes it so unique, is that there's so many things that you can do with it as long as you understand it.
Can you put me in a bubble?
Yeah, I can put you in a bubble.
Just like a gigantic bubble, consider my mind blown. I could go crazy about bubbles all day. Wow. Oh, amazing. That one totally had a rainbow in it. Thanks to Melody and the team for letting us in on their incredible show.
Nice work, Sam. Fun fact, there were actually a gazillion bubbles in that story. I counted them myself. That brings us to the end of our festival full of fun and this juiced episode. Just a side note, you shouldn't poke things with sticks. Not even fun. Oh, nice work, Sam. Fun fact, there were actually a gazillion. Nice work, Sam. There were Thanks. So what do you guys do before you what do you do before you what do you do to prepare sorry let's talk one sun, one world. Well, I'm not supposed to look back. Many dreams. Okay. Let's talk one what
Remember guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.